Hello everybody, welcome to my channel as the Garden Turns. It is Saturday, June 1st, and this is what the weather is like in St. Louis, Missouri. It is currently about 4 o'clock. This is the view of my garden back here. You can see everything. So today we're in the kitchen, and so today is a date night, and today we're going to do steak restaurant date night. So the menu for today will be steak, which my husband will be cooking it. So stay tuned for that video, which will be posted on his channel, Bees, Beds, and Boxing. We're going to have loaded mashed potatoes, spinach, apple salad with pecans and feta. Because I had pecans left over yesterday from doing the butter pecan ice cream, I'm going to use the rest of them up in this salad so that I don't waste any pecans, because it's like maybe a little handful of them left, so it'll be just enough for 2 salads. And then for dessert, it'll be chocolate mousse. Oh, and then I left off the dinner rolls that I'm going to stuff with some type of cheese. I'm not sure what type. I got a lot of kind in my refrigerator, so that'll just be a surprise. So I am going to get started. I already have all of my ingredients out waiting, and I'll give you the ingredients list, and then we'll start cooking. Okay, so we need 3.5 ounces of dark chocolate, but I like milk chocolate, so I'm using milk chocolate. Use whatever chocolate you want. 1 tablespoon of butter, which I have cut already. 2 large egg yolks, which I already have separated from the whites. We need a tablespoon of sugar, which is here. I was going to dig it out, that's why that's white. Then I was like, you know what, I could just do that while I'm cooking. Then we need a 1/4 cup of water, which I'll get in a second. 1 tiny pinch of salt, and then we need a 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream, which I already have in the freezer. So it needs to be cool or cold, because we have to make I read the recipe already, and we have to make a whipped cream. So you need cold whipped cream in a cold bowl. So let's get going. I said I need a 1/4 cup of water. Okay, so I have my 1/4 cup of water. Now, we're going to start reading the directions. Like I said, I've never made this before, so this is a first for me. And I'm trying to get my angles with this camera right, so have mercy on me, please. So, okay, that was my water. Now, let's start reading our directions so that we're doing it right. Okay, so first thing it says here is step 1. And I am doing the recipe from, let me give you the website here. It is called Allrecipes Chocolate Mousse for Beginners. So that's what I'm making. Okay, so first step, break up or chop chocolate into small pieces and set aside with butter. So again, remember the chocolate. The bowl. I'm trying to see if I have this right here. I don't think I do. Just hold on a minute while I adjust. This is our chocolate though. Okay, I thought so. Okay, so this is the chocolate. So we broke up the chocolate in small pieces, and we're going to set that aside with the 1 tablespoon of butter. So I set that aside. I'm going to put the rest of my butter back. Okay, so step 2, add egg yolks. And then we need sugar, which was 1 tablespoon. So we got 1 tablespoon of sugar. Water. That was a 1/4 cup of water. And the pinch of salt. Okay. So we got all that in there. To a metal mixing bowl, which we have here. Cook. So we need to turn this on. I think I'm going to go for medium. So we need to cook this, whisking directly over medium-low heat until the mixture is thick, foamy, and hot to the touch. So I have a little glove here. I think this is silicone, so I don't burn myself. I would think you probably would put something on when you're holding the hot metal pot. So I got that on medium. And I'm going to let that heat up some. I like to go on to the next step just so I know what I'm doing next. And I'm going to read that one. Okay, once the yolk mixture is thick and hot, add chocolate and butter and whisk until all chocolate is melting. It's melted, not melting. So this is my first time. I'm glad my hands are not bothering me today because this is going to be a job here. But see if we can pull it off. I'm intrigued. Am I going to pull this off or am I going to have to make it again? And then will I pull it off then? I don't know. The good thing about that though is that the cream is not being used yet. Because the most expensive, even though the eggs nowadays are ridiculous. They keep going up, going down, going up, going down. I don't know what the heck. But I got off track of what I was saying. But the most expensive part of the thing here is the cream. So I'm glad that is like an end thing. You do that at the end. And I can usually get the whipped cream whipped as long as I have what is this? A mixer, an electric mixer. You gotta forgive me. I got a lot of stuff going on. I've been cleaning all day. And then we're doing the steak dinner tonight. And I want the house to be clean. So I cleaned all day today. I entered stuff on Poshmark as well. I sell on Poshmark. I don't know if I've said that before. So, yeah, that's what I was doing today. Listing, cleaning. And I did not even do my exercise this morning. I've been doing, I forgot the name of the board, but it's like this little twist board that I do every morning. And then I like lift the board, you know, get some weights and use those. And I've lost 10 pounds, so that's good. So this is supposed to be getting thick. And then once it's thick, we're supposed to add the butter and the chocolate. Which I'm gonna get the butter out of the wrapper so I could just toss everything in together in the same bowl. So we were talking about last weekend, me and my husband. We had a wonderful anniversary weekend for our 29th. It was relaxed. We were relaxed. It was nice. It was laid back. We had a wonderful dinner. And then the day that we were supposed to go hiking, it rained. And we really were not upset about that at all. We basically just had salmon. We baked salmon and had a dinner in that candlelight. It was beautiful. We had a wonderful weekend. And so today, we're going to start another one. We'll see what's going on. This week, like I said, it's the steak. This weekend, it'll be steak dinner. Oh, and then, let's see what else. So, Sunday, which is tomorrow, I'm doing slow cooker tacos. Pork tacos. So, I'm going to do 2 meals out of 1 pork roast. I probably could even make 3. I think my pork roast was probably about $8. I can probably get 3 or 4 meals out of that if I really, really wanted to. But I'm doing a slow cooker taco, so I'm basically going to just slow cook the pork all day in spices, and then the next day I'm going to use that pork and put some barbecue sauce in it and make pulled pork sandwiches. So that'll be 2 meals for 2 people. It'll be a lot of leftovers, and I spent, just for the meat, $8, which is not bad. And then the buns, I buy where I get 4, because I don't like to waste. I've been wasting a lot of things, and so now I'm like, I don't like wasting food. So I buy 4. And so what I did with the buns was I had, what did we have yesterday? We had hamburgers. And then, since I don't want to waste those buns, we're going to have pulled pork with the buns. So then that'll get rid of all the buns that I bought, which is good. I don't like Like I said, I don't like wasting stuff. It looks like it's starting to thicken up. It does look like it's starting to thicken up. And then Tuesday will be one of my favorite meals, and it's one of my creations. It's a baked chicken mushroom casserole. It is delicious. It is delicious, and I do that with dinner rolls and green beans. So I know you're gonna tune in Tuesday because it's basically just you throw it in the oven and then you pull that bad boy out after about an hour and a half. And it is delicious. It's ready to go. Meal, you don't need anything with it. Maybe a little bit of bread. But yeah, this is actually getting thick. I can see. And I don't know if it's for me whisking or is it just that it's getting, the yolk is being cooked. So this is like the custard for the mixture for the custard that I make. It usually is like this. Of course, it's in a pot, but it's basically doing the same thing with the egg yolk. Just cooking it slowly so you don't burn it. And then this electric stove, we just had it replaced, so I don't know sometimes with the temp. Like if you put your oven on 350 and it's electric, that mug be hotter than 350. I'm just saying. It is usually hotter than 350. Okay. Add chocolate and butter and whisk. Now let's move this off. Or we can actually move it back on and cut this off. And then add the butter and the milk chocolate. And then whisk that all together. Now, let's hope I'm doing this right. So, whisk until all chocolate is melted. Let rest for a few minutes on the counter, whisking occasionally to further cool the mixture to just above or at room temperature. The chocolate mixture shouldn't go into the whipped cream while still hot, but if cooled too long, the mixture may get too firm to fold in. So I'm going to pull that. As soon as I see this butter right here melt, you can still see it in there. You can see that in there. It's still in there. So, because that eye is still hot. I mean, that looked good. I don't know if I did it right. I guess we'll see because it looked like it's thickened. Okay. They said to stir it occasionally. So I move that off. And we're moving over here. Okay. So next, we got that cooling. Remember, it's off camera cooling. We're doing this together. I'm not stopping. I'm not going to stop the video. This is just going. We're going to do this till we finish. Now, as long as this thing don't cut off, because sometimes it does. Let rest for a few minutes on the counter, whisking occasionally to further cool the mixture to just above or at room temperature. The chocolate mixture shouldn't go into the whipped cream while still warm, but if cooled too long, the mixture may get too firm to fold in. Whisk cold cream until medium stiff peaks form. If cream is whisked further, it will separate and the final texture will be grainy. So we need to put how much milk, whipped cream, a half cup of heavy whipping cream. Okay, let me get that. Okay, let me get that off. I was reading ahead. Okay, so we need a half cup. I'm going to stir this again just to keep it going, like they said, to get it cool. Okay, so I need a half cup of heavy whipping cream. I had it in the freezer, so it's really cold. So I'm pouring my half cup. Okay. Now, I'm going to throw this in. add a little spatula. Put it over here to get all of that out. Then let's whip it. Make it a little loud. Get stiff peaks without over mixing. It's starting to thicken. You can see it. Let's see if we got some stiff peaks here. And we do. We do. So let's see what the next step here is. Transfer about 1/3 of the chocolate mixture into the whipped cream and fold with a spatula until almost incorporated. Gently fold in remaining chocolate, trying to keep as much of the air in the mixture as possible. Transfer into serving dishes, wrap and chill before serving at least an hour. So, let's try. If this is too hot, we cannot put that in. I mean, I could put my finger in it, so. Okay, so here's our chocolate mixture. And I can actually put my finger in it, so I'm thinking that it should be good enough to go into the whipped cream. Move that. We got my eye off. And then we're going to put half of the mixture in. That's about half. And then gently fold instead. Yeah, that didn't work. I don't think it worked, y'all. We'll see. Because I don't know, what is this supposed to look like? It says try not to fold out the air. I'm trying not to, but it really quickly fell. So, you know what else you can do? If you get this mixed in real well, you can actually just make more whipped cream. And then fold it in again. Okay, this is what it looks like. So, let me taste this. I mean, it tastes good. It tastes like milk. Wait. Tastes like milk chocolate. So, I mean, I guess I've never had mousse, really. I think it's just like pudding, and that's what this tastes like, so. This is my first time making chocolate mousse. And then this is milk chocolate mousse. So I'm going to go out there and pick mint today and put it on here as a garnish. So I'm going to get 2 little bowls, or 2 little decorative things that we can use. Which I'm thinking, what can I put that in? That looks okay. We can just have like some parfaits. Let me see. These are kind of big though. Kind of big. I don't have any like of those really nice serving dishes, y'all. So I'm just gonna put them in these, and then I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator, wrap them in plastic wrap, put them in the refrigerator, and then see what we have when dinner time comes. So, I mean, it looks good. It looks really nice. You can see. And I'm going to try to put it in these bowls here. This is going to look different when it's done, I'm guessing. It's going to be quite different because I'm going to put mint and I'm going to make some more whipped cream too. And then put a layer of that on top. And that should be delicious. So, I'm pretty sure that this is right because it looks like what I saw on the website. It's just not as dark. I am not a fan of dark chocolate. I find it to be bitter. I'm really not a fan of any type of chocolate. I only eat chocolate usually when it is on a candy bar. And no, not a Hershey's, but like Snicker or something like that. Which I haven't had in a minute, so I'm proud of myself. Okay, so you see we got those in those little loaf looking pans, and I'm going to see how this is going to turn. You're going to, actually, if you tune in to my husband's channel, when we make the steaks, he also has a, I'm trying to think what you call it, a thread going where he films our meals every evening. And so this will be tonight's meal. So you'll be able to see the finished chocolate mousse with the whipped cream that I'm going to do and the mint. And you'll get to see everything tonight. So thank you for joining me. Hopefully you were able to cook along. And hopefully you had something that comes out that is reasonable. So this is one of them. I'm going to just show you the texture of this really quick. It's airy, so that's good. So this is one of them. And so, yeah, those will set. I'm going to put those in the refrigerator. Like I said, we will see you later tonight. Thank you for joining me again. Don't forget to like and subscribe. My channel is As the Garden Turns. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.